Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Gundam The Origin Zaku 1 Char Aznavour's Custom. So yet again, this is going to be another re-unboxing, as I already recorded this unboxing, but I have since deleted those files accidentally. So only difference is just that all the runners in there are already out of the bags. But anyway, so we'll just get on with this unboxing. So once again, thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit to share with you guys. I have really enjoyed all of the HG The Origin line. It's been great. This one, however, I've essentially pretty much already built this kit a few times. There's going to be a few parts in here, a handful of new parts, but essentially it's pretty much the same Zaku kit for the most part that we've already built in either the Zaku 2 or the Zaku 1 form, sort of like a mix-up of both of them. Sort of like a Zaku 1.5, I guess. But then we do have the new weapon. I think that's probably going to be the main point of this kit that makes people decide whether they want to buy it or not, is if you want that new version of the Zaku machine gun, which has it's chain fed to like ammo, what would that be? Ammo canister, ammo tank on the back. I'm not sure the exact why. Despite being an English teacher, I'm actually not that good at English. You'd be surprised. Anyway, so cool box art here on the front. Just again, that same The Origin style we've seen for all the box art there. Didn't really like it as much in the beginning of the line, but I've gotten used to it now, and I quite like it now that we've seen more of the animation, I think. So this is number 13 in the lineup. Unlucky number, but hopefully the kit won't be unlucky at all. So here we got painted images, what it's going to look like, front and back there, with all the markings on there. Of course, obviously that's not using the sticker markings, you can tell. It's kind of interesting. I wonder how they do that, if they just make like one set of water transfer decals to use for the production images, and then they stick us with just stinky stickers. But anyway, there's some information about the mobile suit there in Japanese and English. If you want to pause the video, you can check that out. Same thing here with the information about the Eve of Destiny Origin episode number 4. There you can read that in English and Japanese there on that side. On the other side, I've just got some images here showing off some of the belt-fed machine gun for mobile suit, heat hawk, shield, shoulder armor, all of this stuff. It's basically like a Zaku 1, just with the shoulder armor of a Zaku 2, sort of. So that's pretty much it. And then it has the gimmicks, of course, some really nice articulation everywhere on the kit. Hand options, the same hand options we've had with pretty much every Xeon mobile suit. And then markings, of course, are going to just be stickers, again in this case. So 1,700 yen for the price for this. I don't recall offhand the price of the Denim Slender Zaku 1 kit. I believe, if I remember correctly, that was 1,600 yen, I want to say. 16 or 17, so either the same or slightly cheaper. So yeah, all the runners are already out of the bags in here, so I'll just come back to that. For now, we'll just take a look at the manual. I really like how on the manual here, now in the vertical format, you can see like the full Zaku there, where on the front it's kind of like chopped off there, but here you can see a really nice cool image of that. Would be cool to have like a poster of this or something. On the back, though, here we've just got some more information once again about the Zaku. So if you want to check that out, there it is in English and Japanese. Again, everything just about the gimmicks, front view, rear view, all of that stuff, pretty much on the outside of the box. Same here, markings, where all the sticker markings should go on the kit. And then the color guide here, once again, in Japanese and English, if you want to check that out. And then more about the Zaku 1 here, lots of English there, if you want to read up about that. It's a belt-fed machine gun for a mobile suit there. Belt-fed machine gun is fed from a box magazine. There it is, attached to the bottom of the backpack. So we'll see how that works exactly. I don't know if it's going to be just like the exact same backpack we've had, or if it's new backpack parts. I'm not sure, but it's got shoulder armor, heat hawk, shield, and then a little bit there about Char Aznavour. You can read that with Japanese and English there as well. So and there's just some of the specs. Here you can see belt-fed machine gun, heat hawk, shield, basically same stuff there. So let's get to the parts list, if I can find it, is here. And based on all those X's, I can see I'm sure a lot of this is recycled parts, which doesn't really take a genius to guess that, but obviously a lot of these parts will be recycled from previous Zaku Origins kits. So the construction is going to be starting off with the body first. So we're just building up the body there, as well as the main part of the backpack, but not putting on the ammo drum until later. Then the head, just really simple there, just a few parts. Then the waist and the arms, left arm with the shoulder spikes, a right arm with the shield, and then the feet, building the feet first, then legs, left leg, right leg. Don't really think they really needed to separate that, as they are pretty much symmetrical. It's just going to be a few parts different there. Right leg is here back on the color pages, finishing up with the assembly there, and then building the Heat Hawk belt-fed machine gun, I should say, here. So just going to be pretty simple in its design. This part is pretty much the exact same design, I mean, in terms of how the parts fit together, as the regular machine gun. But then we go on to the back, and we can see we are going to have these couple parts here for the ammo drum, and then the actual ammo belt here, which will connect onto the handle like that, and connect inside the backpack part like that, and then just how to hold that, obviously, and then how to mount the connection for the action base, and then the Heat Hawk. So let's get to the runners. So here is the sticker sheet. You can see a lot of nice lining stickers on there, but those are the kind of lining where there's a little bit of clear edge around the line, so it's much better when they have the cut of the sticker within the line, so where they print like a thicker white line and then the cut of the sticker is actually within the white part. That looks much, much better. I don't really know why they don't do that for the lining parts. They do it sometimes and sometimes not. In this case, all not, so those aren't really going to look that good. Then the number markings, the 08 markings there, you have a couple options for the mono eye, whether you want it like this kind of glowing look or just the solid pink look. A few Xeon markings, then a few just kind of generic caution markings there. PC001 for our polycaps for this, just in standard gray. And then here we have runner A1, which is just in the same kind of like salmony pink as the previous Char kit, the Char Zaku 2. In the review, I'll have to compare them to see if the color is exactly the same or slightly different. It looks exactly the same, but we'll check that out in the review anyway. So this runner is from the Zaku 1, so obviously a lot of parts that we're all familiar with here, and some of them that we will not be using in this case. So here's runner A1. Then here we have runner B1. This is just from the regular Zaku kit, so these parts we've seen for the Zaku 1 and Zaku 2. I think both used parts of this runner, because we have parts here for like inside the mono eye, the elbows, knees, and feet, and then chest part. So again, we won't be using all of these parts, I'm sure. So here's runner B1, and then we also have runner B2, which is also just from the Zaku. It's just generically marked as Zaku. Thing here where we just have these 1, 2, 3 parts, which we have seen before, I'm pretty sure, and then these are the 2 new parts for the ammo drum for the backpack, so it's just all the backpack parts here. Once again, runner B1 is just in just kind of standard grayish color. Runner B2 is in just a kind of slightly dark red color. Runner C now, however, is in a definitely darker red color. This is in that sort of maroon color. Again, looks exactly the same from what I can tell, just by looking at it. It looks exactly the same as the Char Zaku 2. Much earlier on in the Origin HG line, but here we just have parts for the legs and all of that. This is from, again, just the Zaku 1, so again, nothing new yet. Well, I guess we have the backpack parts that were new, but all recognizable parts here. Then we have runner D1, again, all parts that we're very familiar with if you've built probably any of the HG Origins kits. A lot of them have used this runner, the D runner, which is just all the joint parts and stuff. So I think there's all the Zakus, and then the goof as well. I think also use the same one. The runner D2 here for our kind of inner joint parts, and just in like a kind of brownish gray color. Then we have runner E, which is just a couple of parts that were new for the Zaku 1. So this was the new thrusters for the backpack, a new kind of top part for the top of the torso, and the new neck joint parts here on runner E. And then runner F, again, also very familiar. This is the same hands and Heat Hawk parts that have been included with all the other Zakus. And then finally runner G. So this is our new runner in this case, but I can tell that some of these parts are new, and some of them are not new. They're just moved to a different runner just for the color separation. Like for example, these leg parts here, we already saw on a different runner, but that was like the dark red runner, but they're supposed to be this lighter red color. So we just have doubles of that part. So you could actually make the legs in that darker red color if you want, but the parts are exactly the same as far as I can tell, so they're just moved to a different runner for different colors. But then here we have the new parts for the new gun, which again, that actually probably does also borrow a few parts, like the barrel, scope, and extra handle parts might actually be complete copies of the regular Zaku machine gun. I'll have to check again later. That regular Zaku machine gun, though, was not included with the Char's Zaku 2, so wasn't with that kit. Anyway, and then parts for the head, elbows, and then here's the kind of soft plastic for that belt part there, so that's in kind of a regular gray color. A little bit more of like a navy, very like grayish navy color here for these parts, for the new elbow parts and the chest parts, and then just that kind of same salmon pink for the main color here on the G runner. Also interestingly, obviously a missing part here. You can see there's two runner gates here and here, that where these are turned off, where there should be another part in here, so maybe some other future release variant will have that part filled in. So that's it for unboxing the Char's Zaku 1 HG, the origin version. Now, yeah, I think I've heard that you can make the MS-05S or just the regular MS-05, which is very slightly different. The only thing is, I think we saw that at the expo, they were kind of advertising about that as well. The only thing was that I think it was also pictured with the same shield, the shield that's included with the Bugu. So obviously that shield is not included with this kit, so if you wanted to have this kit with a shield, you'll have to get the Bugu kit and then steal it from that. I'm not sure if that's going to be included with any other future Origins kits. Not that I can remember that I've seen, but I could be wrong about that. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this unboxing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have the review coming up next, where of course we'll have to compare this with a couple of the releases. I think the biggest thing with this is if you've already got other different Origin Zaku kits, you're going to be wondering whether this is really worth purchasing or not, just for a few new parts and just a slightly different design. Yeah, we'll see you in the review. So thank you guys for watching. Leave your questions and comments down below, and see you next time. Bye bye.